I want to talk today on the topic, what every lady wants to see in a man. What every lady wants to see in a man. And I mentioned to you that the very first thing that a lady wants to see is to see a father in a future husband or in a husband. Every lady wants a husband to be a father figure in her life. Okay. Now, the next thing that every lady wishes to see in her husband or in a future husband is what I call security and protection. Every woman is desperate for security and protection. So for a woman to agree to marry a man, she wants to be sure that he will be able to provide for her that security. A lady, the Bible tells us that women, as strong as they are mentally, internally, but women are so fragile as well. The Bible actually calls women the weaker vessel. So they're like weaker vessels. So what's a weak vessel? Let me give you an illustration of that here. Now, I have this here. This is a weak vessel here. Why is it a weak vessel? I cannot just throw it against the wall or throw it down like I would throw this down. I can throw this down anyhow, but I cannot throw this down anyhow. Why? Because it's fragile. It's fragile, it's a weaker vessel. So because it's a weaker vessel, I must always be careful. I must always watch out for this glass. So when the Bible talks about a woman being the weaker vessel, God wants us to treat her just like this, like we would treat a very fragile thing, like we would treat something that is very delicate. A lady, every lady is very delicate. Every lady is very delicate, so she could easily be hurt, she could easily be broken, she could easily be damaged. You need to be fragile towards her, not to hurt her emotions. You need to be delicate and fragile towards her, not to make her be broken, not to make her be hurt, so that she doesn't spill out her emotions, she doesn't spill out her tears, so that she would never cry. One of my commitment to my wife is that I will never ever leave home if she's not smiling. Why? I must find out intentionally to make sure that she's a happy woman today before I go out. What does that mean? That is one of the very basic need of a woman. It is not just a desire, but a very need. She needs the emotional security. Now, apart from emotional security that you give to a girl, so you must give her more than emotional security. You must do anything possible to let her know that with you, she will never suffer. You want to so much affirm her. You want to not just emotional now, both financially, spiritually. You want to cover her in such a way that she is so secure. Of course, our spiritual security is from God, but a lady needs to know that she is marrying somebody that is going to be there for her. Before you approach the lady, you must let her know that it doesn't matter what will happen to her, either good, bad, or ugly, that you are going to be there for her. Let me tell you another form of security and protection that I think a woman needs in a family. A woman also needs financial security. If you want to marry, think first. Make sure you do your adequate preparation. Get ready first. Be ready enough so that if anything happens, that your wife will not be able to work, or she cannot work, or she gets pregnant, so that you will not go into crisis immediately. Think about these things before you even propose to a woman. Don't just use all your money to do wedding. Think about what will happen after the wedding. Think about how you will live if she will not work, so that you know that you are capable of providing for her and of giving her that financial security. When they criticize women, that women are after money, you know what I tell my girls in the church? What I tell my women, the women in our church? I told them, please look for well-to-do husbands. So please, let anybody call you anything they want to call you. Make sure he's well-to-do. Make sure he's self-sufficient. Make sure that he will be able to provide for you. If he's not well-to-do, if he's not self-sufficient, let him go pack his load and go and look for another one that doesn't care. Things will get rough. Even with money, things will get rough. Talk less of without money. A lady is fragile. A lady is delicate. A lady should be protected. You have to look after her, watch after her from every side, and make sure that you are very careful. The man must be there to give not just emotional security, he must be there to give moral security, he must be there to give spiritual security, he must be there to give financial security. If he is not having that, let him grow up.